What is going on, folks? Let's see if this actually works. I think it's working. Maybe. Here we go. Cool. There we go. Wait for some folks to hop in here. Really close. What is going on? It's working, yes. Yeah, we're doing a little, what is it, portrait video today. We are on the phone. We are on a special field trip today over to the storage yard over at the dumpster dealio. Let's see. We got Ban here, the cookie. We got Nathan. What's going on, man? Bo, what's going on, sir? Loud and clear. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Got a little bit of show and tell to share with you. Nothing earth shattering, crazy, but yeah. Let's see. Man, it's hi Daniel, hi everyone from Nebraska. Okay, over in Nebraska, cool. I flew over Nebraska this last week. I went to Las Vegas. Boy, it was basically 48 hours of pure dumpster mayhem. In the best of ways, I think. Went to the biggest, well, this is not the dumpster channel here, but did a lot of stuff for dumpsters. One dinner I went to with some companies. Essentially, there was a guy next to me. We were chatting, and all of a sudden, he started choking on some shrimp. And so there's like 13 of us sitting there at this huge table, and nobody else notices this guy is like shooting stuff out of his mouth. It's just, coming out, and he can't breathe. And so I'm right next to him. I'm just like patting him on the back, like, hey, we good? We good? And he's like, no. The look on his face was just like, trouble, so I ended up, the bathroom was right around the corner. We went over there, and I gave him the Heimlich maneuver, and he was able to eventually get it to actually swallow down. He wasn't sure if it was going to come up or down. Kind of gross to talk about here, but we got him breathing. We got the shrimp to clear the passageway and got him good, but kind of crazy. So that was a little too entertaining, too whatever the word would be, too exciting. So that happened when I was there. Just a lot of big companies really finding out, shifting from RV transport to the waste industry. Boy, oh boy. The waste industry, maybe go figure, is just insanely huge. And I'm by no means some big dumpster company. Because people were asking me like, oh, do you have 100 cans? Do you have 200 cans? What's your operation? How many trucks do you have? And I'm like, bro, I do not have 100 cans. I do not have 100 dumpsters. So that was interesting to, if I needed to be humbled in that way, I certainly was. Wow. But neat to see that, neat to see what to shoot for and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good evening. We got Len. Hey, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you here. Like I said earlier, we do have a little bit of a show and tell tonight, so that's why we're over here at the storage yard. Otherwise, we'd be back at the house chilling, but I'm not too far away from the home, so it's about 5 or 6 minutes of a drive over here, so not too bad. 2.5 miles? It's actually really peaceful here. There's a lot of, actually, let me just show you. Oh, wrong way. This is the, hold on. Storage yard over here. Lots of campers, lots of, I guess, some semis, some vans, some other stuff. But I guess I'm not completely pulled away from seeing campers all the time like I used to. My neighbor next to me right here, he's got a hideout by Keystone. It's been here. I don't think it's ever left. I think he just forgot about it, whoever it is. But that thing's been here since day one. So I'm getting over here. But yeah. See if anybody else is going to hop in here. I did start recording an actual video, not just doing a live stream, but doing a video for this channel, for HighMileageHelper, documenting the process of all the work I'm doing on all the different trucks. And you'll see part of that here today. Some progress that's been made, so I'm happy about that. So bandits are in Nebraska. Where's everybody else at? Are you out on the road? I don't know if I can do a poll. Can I do a poll? I can do a poll on the mobile. Nice. Now let's see if I can do without deleting the whole thing. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go, launching a poll here. Nathan is in Texas. Gotcha. Very good. Well, for those who are here almost 8 minutes into the video, I'm going to share with you what the dealio is, if I can control. I've got the DJI gimbal or whatever. So I'm moving my thing around here. Yeah, let's walk around a little bit here. We have got the Ford 7.3. It is operational now. That was the first truck I wanted to get on the road because I'm going to be selling it. Essentially, it was the fuel pump. I'm going to pop the hood in a little bit as well, but we are now supposedly operational. Wow, that took way too long. There might be some other stuff I need to get going on that. Why that's so long to build up pressure. But we are. Let me pop the hood here. All right, let's see. Hopefully that's not too loud. Basically, the fuel pump is down below the turbo, and because it's a mechanical turbo, let's see here. Probably too loud. Because it's a mechanical fuel pump. My understanding is that and I don't even know the terminology for it. Somebody in the comments hit me up with the right information. But basically, I guess like almost a piston, the bottom of the fuel pump gets knocked up and down, and that's what creates the pressure building up doing that. We also had to replace some fuel lines because they cracked. They were old, go figure. It is what it is. So we did some fuel lines, we did the pump. I think there may be something else at play with that I need to take care of, but it's not really that cold, so it's not really a cold start scenario. Maybe some glow plugs that might need to be something next that's done. I do want to sell this truck ready to roll. That's not going to be an issue. That's not going to be a constant, to the best of my ability. Turn this off here. It's going to be a nightmare for somebody from day one, as I have gone through that myself. So something to maybe fix for the near future before I get it actually sold, but we'll get it going. Was that Felipe? Hello, El Paso, Texas. Okay, gotcha. Very good. We got some people rolling in Texas there. Cool. Len says home, heading back to Goshen Wednesday, unless I find a reload closer than Goshen. Gotcha. Very good. Couple guys in Texas. Bandits are in Nebraska. Bandits say we just delivered yesterday to Salt Lake City. Okay. Headed back to get another by tomorrow night, running Bandit style today. There you go. Cool, cool. Very good. Let's see. We got 9 votes, 10 votes. 6 so far are loaded, 4 are not. Okay. Oh. Oops, sorry, delivered to Salt Lake City this morning. The days are getting longer and running together. I feel that. I feel that. Oh, my word. Okay. How do I get the poll to go down? I'm not trying to close it. There we go. Cool. And as we've been talking, my shoe is now untied somehow. So I'm going to retie my shoe. Very exciting stuff. Oh, brother, come on. Or boot, I guess I should say. It's not cooperating. There we go. Bandits, anyone see the Northern Lights? So I heard about that. I didn't actually look outside. I have no idea. I guess this is north. Wait, which direction? Yes, that is north. Yeah, very cool, very cool. Yeah, I did not see it, at least. Bandits. Okay. So yeah, first truck is running. I'd like to maybe do a little bit more to get that start a little faster. I don't know right now what else that would really be besides maybe glow plugs, just heating up to get that. I know on the 7.3s, if it doesn't have enough heat, it's just, I mean, I guess on potentially any diesel truck, but yeah, I do want that to start up a lot better. Get that rolling. Once we're done with that truck, the next will be the Ram 7 or the Ram 12. I've got to get that starter in, and frankly, I mean, that fuel pump was really not that big of a deal. Besides the banjo bolt at the back of that fuel pump, underneath the turbo, unless you have like a 10-year-old child hands, and you don't have a monster hand. I can't, I just about break my fingers getting back there. I literally was with these 2 fingers, I'm not exaggerating, with these 2 fingers, and I can't see it while I'm doing it. I'm just feeling it. These 2 fingers were pulling the line towards the fuel line at the back towards the pump because it wanted to drop down and back. So I'm pulling it up and forward towards me with these two fingers, and then with my middle finger, literally the top of the bolt, and then underneath the other fuel line, my thumb going around and just twisting it this much. I mean, just nothing every single time. And to get the threads to actually start. Oh my word. It just about killed me. But we finally got it going. So that was interesting. We almost gave up and we're about to take off the turbo. The turbo mount, the whole thing, which would have been an even bigger nightmare, honestly. With those bolts, some of those placement of those bolts are just nuts. So mercifully, we did not have to mess with that. We were able to get that bolt started, and once it started, it was perfect. It was perfectly fine. We got it all the way to where it was hand tight, and then it's close enough to where I can get an actual wrench down in there and get it going. So no big deal after that. Bandits, we didn't see them either. Stayed up all night at Dead Man's Pass, Oregon. Nice, I gotcha. Not able to see him there. Okay. Run, Daniel. I hear sirens. Yeah, there's well, actually, just right directly behind there, there's a sheriff county jail. So there's lots of cops right nearby. So if they're leaving from here, there's lots of sirens all the time coming here. So mercifully, they haven't caught me yet. Ron, what is going on? He is here. Let's go. Bo saw the lights in Michigan. Cool. You get any pictures? Unless you got a crazy good camera, maybe you didn't see it too well if you took pictures, but I don't know. Ron, hey Bandits, are you having a great day? Bandits say it seems everyone saw them but us. Boo-hoo. Oh man. We're booking it from Salt Lake to Omaha in 6 hours. Yeah, you're booking it. Ron saw the lights in Arizona. Tucson, Arizona. Gotcha. Man, it's even Florida and Alabama saw them. Wow. Oh my word. I wonder how often that actually happens. I have no idea, but that's got to be, seems pretty special. We got 18 votes. We've got 56% yes, 44% no. If you are loaded or not. If you haven't voted, let me know, or vote, whatever you want to do. But it looks a little bit more loaded than not in recent polls, it seems. Let's see here. Oh man, if you want to hear about some other shenanigans that I've gotten into here with the roll-off truck, actually. Right now, let's see if this will, nope, just kidding. Okay, here we go. So I've got a 10-yard dumpster on the truck right now. It's a lot shorter than the other dumpsters that I've got. And I had some issues with a fuel line. And I won't go into crazy detail here, but essentially this fuel line here that goes, one of those little quick connect, goes all the way to the front. And then you can nearly, okay, well, you definitely can't see it down in there, but basically far back in there, where the actual, let's see, where it connects going to the filter and the high pressure pump and all that. it evidently rubbed on something, and so part of that rubber line, I think I already talked about this a little bit, but excuse me, we had trouble with diesel leaking out, going all over the truck. I was able to get a good Band-Aid on. It should last quite a while, but I'll eventually replace it before it's too long. But since then, I've had no leaks, no issues with a lack of fuel pressure going or anything. So that's been nice. Making something work for a little bit, and not having ongoing issues with something that's been nice. So, we still have, like I said, the 12 to do, that starter, and then a boatload of stuff on the 17. I'm basically doing this in my spare time, which I don't really have much of, so it's probably going to be dragged out for quite some time, unfortunately. The starter should be a one-day job, really a matter of an hour or two, hopefully. But because things usually go horrible for me, I'm sure it'll be an all-day job. So I got that to do next, get that truck up and running. This truck right here, the Ford that you're sitting on right now, this has been in the back of our back driveway to the alleyway for sitting in there for 6+ months. So I am so grateful, as well as Kara is. This truck is now over here at the storage unit. We don't have to play, somewhat of a Tetris at the house. We get our parking space back in the back of the house. So get this thing sold and move on with that. But get the 12 rolling, and then honestly, once I know for sure the 12 is good and nothing else is going haywire on that, that's when I'm going to take my time and do the Ram 17 and just go nuts on it. So it'll be a while before that video comes out, just working through all this stuff. I've already got the footage, like I said, for the Ford, but we've got quite a bit to do. Let's see. Richard, what's going on, man? I'm a roadside mechanic. Okay. God bless you, sir, for real. In Indiana, been asking drivers what their complaints with roadside are so I can try to be the best I can be. That's a great question. I don't know how much I could answer that. Maybe some other people have some thoughts in here. Since I usually do a lot of my own stuff, I'm not needing that extra help, usually. But that's a great question. I would say, let me think about that for a minute here, and let us know what you guys think. Let's ask this question: if you have used a roadside mechanic, what were the frustrations with that? And I'm assuming, Richard, you're wanting honest answers, and from start to finish kind of a thing. So I would assume, and there's nothing that can really be done about it, but the time it takes for somebody to come out to do the job, I guess that would be a pain point. If it's an hour, 2 hours, you're maybe only one man operation, and you're just doing the best you can to get to the next job and so on. I would say that might be a pitfall or an issue. Potentially billing, if you accept credit cards or only cash or something like that. I don't know. I'm assuming you've got some type of POS to be able to take cards and stuff like that. But I'm curious on that. Ron, hey Daniel, we are coming to Lafayette over Labor Day. We'll try to hook up. Ron, yeah, let me know. Reach out to me. I have no idea what I'm doing on Labor Day, but let me know. We'll come see the dumpsters. It's very exciting. Or we'll go out to eat or something, or do whatever. I'd love to have you. Nature Photos, Salt Lake to Omaha is 900+ miles. Oh, Cheryl must be driving. That's 150 miles per hour. Oh my word. Yeah, I didn't do the hard math on that. Pulling out the GPS, but wow. That's great, Richard. Richard, can you set up interference with the popo like Smokey and the Bandits? Oh my word. Nature Nut Jeff is driving. Oh, there you go. Richard, thanks, Bandits. We get a bad rep, and I love the roadside industry. And God, how I wish. Oh man. Yeah. I'm trying to think of something else. I mean, I think, and I'm assuming you already kind of know this, but sometimes any type of headache you might have out on the road, just diagnosing. Obviously, if you're on the side of the road, if a tire blew up, if, there's some type of malfunction or, obvious smoke in some area or something going on, then it's going to be pretty clear like, oh, this is the problem. But I'm assuming on more complex issues when there's a truck somewhere or whatever vehicle it is, on the side of the road, and it's just some engine codes popping up, and you've got to do a full diagnostic, and you're like, well, here we are on the side of the road trying to see if can this be fixed here or does this have to happen somewhere else. I would imagine, just that time in between, not knowing from a customer's perspective, just not knowing, am I in deep trouble or not? And I guess that amount of time trying to figure out, okay, can this be solved here? Does this have to be limped to a shop? And is this a a long-term kind of a setup or something like that, or repair? It's got to be frustrating. Where am I at? Where are we at? Todd, that drive would take Jeff 3 days. Oh, 900 miles for 3 days, 300 miles a day. I mean, that's about what, 6 hours, right? 5 or 6 hours, depending on where you're at in the country. Bandits, communication is the best thing a broken down driver and roadside assistance can do. Yeah. And continuing that conversation, talking about the time, just giving updates. Different industry entirely, but for my dumpster business, I give basically from the moment I book a dumpster with somebody over the phone, or if they book it online, I'll give them a call, say, hey, this is Daniel, just letting you know, we'll be arriving between 7 a.m. and noon. That's my drop-off pickup window in the mornings. I like to be done at least with my drop-offs by noon, and then I could do pickups later in the day. That's not a big rush. But before I leave the yard with an empty dumpster or the transfer station, I will send them that text message. Hey, I'm 15 minutes away. Hey, I'm running behind. If we did talk and they said, hey, can it be around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock? And if it's outside of those windows, because I'll write down some notes in my software, I'll shoot them a text. Hey, just let you know, running behind a little bit. I was hoping to be, in this window here, but it's actually going to be pushed back. Just knowing, like Bandit said, just knowing, even if it's bad news, if you are giving an update every 15 minutes, I guess, I don't know, just so even if it's bad news, I think I've heard a few people talk about that in some other industries, talking about companies that basically over communicate, just seemingly to maybe normal people, whatever. If you're just going above and beyond what other people would normally only get a call maybe once a day, or even at your mechanic shop, if it is, an issue, just not knowing. And if you're the guy who is giving those constant updates, even if it's horrific news, they at least know they're getting value from you. They're getting that information to the best you really can give in the moment, and that's valuable right there. So I try to do that as much as I can with my dumpster business, because I do want to let them know, hey, here's the plan. there is a plan, and here's how it's progressing. And so they're comforted. They know I'm coming, especially because I require full payment up front for my dumpsters, and most companies do now. Maybe small company people just starting out, maybe they're willing to trust people, but generally full payment up front. And with a dumpster not in their driveway, they don't know if I'm going to show up or not, or if I'm a ghost, or who knows. So I think that's, as much communication as possible to reassure them. So I'll stop beating the dead horse. Bandit said it right there, 100%. Samuel, I just joined. Where are we talking about? Or what are we talking about? We're talking about a little bit of everything. Earlier I fixed my Ford 7.3 truck. Seemingly I got to do a little bit to get that rough start going. Maybe some glow plugs. Fixed the first of 3 trucks that I've got to work on, and I just started that up here just a little bit ago. So 1 truck down, 2 more to go. I'm over at my dumpster storage yard. I don't know if you can see, but we are over here just chit-chatting with the celebratory news of this truck that's right here, the flatbed 7.3 that I've got, that I used to actually use for for the dumpster business, dump trailers. I actually I don't want the sun to be, that's not the sun, that's the sinking lights, but yeah, getting that stuff going. Where are we at? Samuel, just joking around. Richard, absolutely honest answers. I can give a 90 to 120 ETA while covering all of Indiana. Okay. I contact every 30 minutes to update ETA. I'm a subcontractor, and my biggest complaint is usually minimum fees. I gotcha. Yeah. Well, kind of in a similar realm with my dumpsters, I get a lot of people who will ask, what's your smallest size dumpster? Because they'll think, oh, that'll be dirt cheap, right? Well, I have the same amount of insurance, the same amount of wear and tear, largely fuel, my time, everything going into it. And so for a 10-yard dumpster, which is my smallest size, and there may not be as much, weight going into the smaller can, it's still a significant amount of money. They think it's going to be $100. It's $300. That's my minimum for a 10-yard dumpster, and then it goes up from there to a 15 and a 20-yard dumpster. And so I understand that minimum fee, because people don't understand or think, well, it shouldn't cost this much to do it, for like a buddy to come out and help and do, some type of work or something. When the reality is you have fixed costs and variable costs, just like any other business doing anything. And for you to show up, just to show up, it's already cost you money, and a significant amount of money. So I'm totally with you there. I understand that it's tough to bridge that gap, and sometimes it's just people are not going to go for it. They'll find out another way, and I would say, I imagine, especially what you're doing, roadside assistance, and actually getting people back on the road, they'll probably end up paying through the nose more for not going with you and finding a cheaper route that ends up probably on a wild goose chase of somebody who doesn't know what they're doing and doesn't actually fix the problem. So Bandits to Samuel, how can roadside assistance can be better? Gotcha. For that, Len, sitting waiting on road assistance, I bet is like me today, sitting in the middle of the river waiting on motor to cool off. Took 2 hours to make it 2 miles. River is just over a mile wide. Oh my word, Len. Dude, were you getting cooked out there? Waiting for that thing to cool down? That's crazy. Oh man. Bandits say we have AAA RV Plus. It contracts a roadside assistant. It covers a 100-mile tow of truck and or camper. That is awesome. That is awesome. David says, I'm late to the party. Just picked up heading to Churchville, New York. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Lynn was stuck on a boat that won't go. Hashtag Jack Sparrow. Oh, my word. That's funny. Jim Bandits, I have the same thing, but have never used it. I was worried about being a commercial driver. Gotcha. Is that where the placards kind of fall off or something? Or is that how that goes? Nature Nut, row your boat. Nature Nut, oh my word. Ron, your phone is your friend, period. Okay. Is that in regards to something else? Bandits worked great when we had a high pressure fuel line break. Oh man. Bo, am I reading these out of order? Is this just not cooperating here? I feel like some of these are out of order that I'm reading or something. Bo, I have a friend who does it in Chicago area, and he's done a great business simply by being very straightforward, honest, and asking, do you want it legal or done correctly? Man. Nature Nut, Daniel, what's the best, most interesting thing you've ever found in a dumpster? Well, I found some very, very, very private things in the dumpster. Closely related to that, I've found some things that I thought were real people, and they were not. They actually found a dead body in a front load or in a rear loader dumpster. Well, in a rear loader truck that had just left the transfer station. A guy from like Noblesville, Indiana. So they found that. That's very interesting. I feel like I found just about everything. Parts of guns, which I'm like, was this a murder weapon? I have no idea. I found boxes and boxes of, yeah, real catchy. I don't. Oh, deer carcasses and like raccoons and stuff. I think the bodies and the skeletons were frozen to the bottom of my dumpster with blood and guts and everything, rock solid, underneath a bunch of trash. That was gross. I was shoveling and scraping these dead carcasses out of my dumpster. I think it was in this last January or February. I was late to that drop off because I'm not about to show up with some nasty stuff for that customer to then have to walk on top of. So, nope. Oh my word. Bandits be back in a few. Got a pup emergency break. Okay, gotcha, Bandits. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Jim, Bandits, were you hooked to a trailer when that happened? Mr. Matt, what's going on, sir? Evening, Dana. Looks like a beautiful evening is here in the yeah, the lights kind of. This is just a backdrop. I'm not really here. I'm in my basement, but. But yeah, I'm over at my storage yard. Earlier on the live stream, I started the Ford 7.3. Kind of a slow start, so I think it might be the glow plugs. but we'll see. But yeah, we're over here just enjoying the time. I do have my runs here. It runs, but it doesn't actually engage the PTO. So I'm gonna sell that as well somehow. Let's see. NatureNet Photos Gym. We have AAA RV Plus and have used it a few times with a trailer attached. No problems. Okay. Very good. Joe M, what's on? Sup, dog? What's going on, man? Glad to have you here. David, I worked for Waste Management for 25 years. Half my garage is out of dumpsters. And yes, everything Daniel has listed and then some. Okay. Oh man, David, today I actually just recorded a video and I posted it on my Facebook page for the dumpster business. I just hit 100, so over 100 Google reviews. And that's a special thing in itself, I think. Most businesses don't have 100 reviews, but I have 102 reviews, and they're all 5-star ratings. So I literally don't have anything below a 5, and there's over 100 of them now. And so I figured, man, I'm gonna gloat. I'm gonna tell people how it is. Literally, I've got over 100 people that say I gave the best service possible. And there's companies in my area that have maybe 30, 40, some more, but their rating is like 2.9, 3.6. I mean, just atrocious. Lots of 1 stars, very few 5 stars, on the average, whatever. And so I'm like, man, I'm gonna tell it how it is. I have Lafayette's #1 rated dumpster business in this area based on over 100 reviews. And I mean, people go off of, other people's recommendations. So I'm like, man, I usually kind of beat myself up. I usually don't brag on myself. I usually just kind of stay quiet about what I do because I know I'm not perfect and I screw up all the time. But the truth is, and I'm trying to accept it, I have given, seemingly, with the reviews that are out there, and people are more prone to share bad experiences than good experiences, certainly. But I think I am providing the best overall service to people in dumpsters, and at least that people are talking about. And so I'm gonna take the win and tell people about it. So I just put a little bit on my website on the homepage, and then I made a little video and I posted that to the Facebook page. I'm gonna tell people about it. So like I said before, I'm normally too shy, and I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, but it's me. So like things are usually sketchier, not to say that 100 5-star review, 102 5-star reviews means that I'm king of the world or something. But when there has been a problem or a miscommunication or something, even on my part, I make it right. I take care of the customer, and we're gonna make this right with the customer, whatever that looks like. So yeah, I've had some almost literal dumpster fires situations, and I'm just gonna take care of people and eat the cost and do whatever I need to do to make it right, and take care of them. So it's not a matter of if you're going to mess up in business or in anything, but when you do, how do you respond and deal with that? And so that's just been how I'm going to operate this business, and seemingly people are responding, in a good way. So, anyways, trying to get out of my shell a little bit and be a little bit more intentional. And hey, by the world's definition, in peer-reviewed reviews or whatever, here it is. And I've got the highest rating. There's nobody else in my area that has a 5.0. So I will shut up now. Let's see. So you haven't found any pancakes in Ziploc bags? No, Nature Nut, I have not found any pancakes. I've found some nasty food from refrigerators that never should have been opened in the first place. I did. I'll tell you some I guess sort of interesting. They're kind of coming to mind now. I met a semi driver at the behind a Walmart, because the Walmart, or no, not the Walmart. It was I think it was like a Mexican grocery store. They rejected like 15 or 20 boxes of some Mexican candy. And so this semi freight driver with a full 53 or empty, besides like a little pallet, he called me. He was like, hey, I have to have like, I can't just throw this stuff into a dumpster. I have to have proof that I disposed of it properly. So I pull up with my truck in a 10-yard little dumpster. I pull up behind this Walmart. He got off of I-65, met at the Walmart, and behind the Walmart. He goes, meets me there. He knocks the all the boxes to the back of the 53 into the dumpster. He takes a picture of it because he has to have that he disposed of it properly. He was like, I mean, you do what you want, food, you can eat it, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want with it. I have proof that I disposed of it. I charged him, I think, $250, and I got probably, I don't know, $300 worth of candies. And I got paid to take that. So I handed all those candies out to some friends and family. And they, I guess, smashed. It was like a strawberry marshmallow chocolate little Mexican candy. And I ate quite a bit. It was pretty neat. But so yeah, meeting behind a Walmart for a freight driver who had to get rid of this properly, and then getting paid to take candy, like not even taking candy from a baby, taking candy from a dude who pays you. So that's pretty interesting. I'm trying to think of anything else. I'm sure I've got other stories I've blocked out of my memory by now, but let's see, where are we at? Let's see. Joe, glad you're here. Yes, sir. David, that's awesome, Daniel. I appreciate it, man. Good communication and service. Good for you. Thank you, sir. We're trying. We're trying, man. Nature of Photos, that's great. Daniel, congratulations. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's weird to, I don't know. I'm so good at beating myself up and minimizing the good things that I do that, yeah, it's a little different. This kind of stuff's a little different. Jeff, we're back. Cheryl is driving now, so buckle up, Buttercup. That's awesome. Nature, let's see you in the rear view soon, Jeff. There you go. Jim asked, Jeff, is truck still performing good for you? Jim, no, we did not have a load at the time. No complaints here with the truck. Awesome. Jim, that's great. I'm really liking this 7.3 gas. Booyah. That's a win. Jim says Ford should pay you to do a commercial. Let's go. Honestly, I mean, I know they got their fancy advertising with mountains and crazy slow-mos of, whatever, but literally seeing somebody who's doing it for a living in the brand new truck like that, just rolling, I think they'd be stupid not to. Jeff, yeah, really. Yep. There you go. Dennis is in the house. Let's go. Glad to have you here, sir. Hi, folks. Just got home, off for rest of the month. Okay. Gotcha. Dennis, I'll be calling you back here. I can't remember when you called a couple days ago, but I really will be getting back to you. So it's been a little wild. Yeah, anybody else who had joined us earlier? The Ford truck is now running. I think the glow plugs need to maybe be replaced. If somebody wants me to do that before I sell it to them, I'll do that. But yeah, we're rolling. So internet photos. Woot. There's DD, double D. There you go. Jeff, I've been running 83 all day and getting 16.6. Wow. In my 19.4 diesel, I'd be doing like 14. I believe that. 14. Wow. Wow. Dennis. It's going to happen. Len, Dodge should give you a new dually because of your miles on, I'm assuming your old one there. Man. 32 votes. Are you loaded? Are you not? 53. So we're about split. 53 to 47%. Yes. You are loaded. That seems to be a little bit better than past polls we've done. Oh man. We're at about 52 minutes here. Let's see. We'll do a little walk around if you want to go for a walk around, I guess. Just over at the storage yard here. Like I said, the Ford, wherever it's at, right there, is going. 10-yard dumpster. Another 10-yard dumpster over there. My little mower. Rider mower that needs to have a little love. Excuse me. 20-yard dumpster next to me here. And then we've got the old dump trailer. I am going to be selling this dump trailer pretty soon, I think. I've got one issue. I want to make sure it's done before I sell it. The driver front wheel right there. It is got some issues. It's either a bent rim or the tire is crazy out of balance. So that's going to be a thing. Going to be selling this Big Tex dump trailer with the hydraulic jack, which is just, it's just magical. I don't know if you can actually see it here. It's beautiful. So we are going to sell that, get some more cans, and that's in that place, in place of that dump trailer. And yeah. Let's see. I think Monday more people are loaded than Sunday. Got you, Jim. Yeah, and that makes sense. When I asked that question, obviously it's not, super critical. But as far as people, they're going to pick up a load on Monday, or, they already have one over the weekend. That's normally what I'm trying to say. Are you loaded, basically? So, yeah. Len, I know someone that might want the dump trailer. Hey, send them my way. Have them send me an email. I would be, like I said, I do want to get that fixed before I do sell it to somebody. It causes like a little vibration. Going down the road, you can tell, and you can see it. The tire is doing one of these little numbers. So I do want to make sure that's taken care of. And in a better spot for it. So, yeah, get that sold. So yeah, truck, mower, dump trailer sold. I'll be getting some new cans, hopefully a little later this year, and keep the party rolling. So, should be interesting. Nature Nut, we took our 12-week-old grand dogter. Oh my word. Dog on the road with us last week. We returned her home this afternoon. We are exhausted. Oh my word. Taking the dog out on the road. Well, okay, first of all, taking one dog on the road for just one person is enough as it is. But I'm assuming with 2 people rolling in the truck, and then a dog maybe who's never been on the road before like that, or, you know, spent time in a confined area, no matter how big the dog is, it's a different experience. Knowing when, you know, the 12-week-old letting you know, hey, by the way, I gotta go, like, right, you know, meow. When I literally picked up Ryder from the lady who had the litter there, and picked him up, and I think I was leaving town. It was like, I think I left to go up to Goshen to pick up a trailer. So I didn't actually leave and stay the night somewhere. To begin with, I went up to Goshen, grabbed the trailer and brought it back. But literally, it was, you know, 5.5 hour run when I picked him up for the very first time. So that was interesting. He, you know, curled up in a little ball and didn't know what was going on and who is this monster guy, you know, at the time. But yeah, that's dogs on the road. It can get a little sketchy. Let's see. Len, I bet he will make me pull it home since I'm up that way all the time. Come on by, man. We'll get you hooked up to it. Honestly, 14 foot, it's a 14 by 7 by 4. It's a 15 cubic yard dump trailer. It's got the little, I can't even think of it, ramps at the back of the trailer. It's got the spread gate. It's got, I'm not trying to sell it right now, but yeah, if I knew that dump trailers were the future, I would just keep buying more dump trailers. But for me, it really is going to be the cans, the dumpsters. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to keep that. I do have a buddy who's got 2 dump trailers, and he allows me to rent them out. So he's going to be kind of my dump trailer division, and then I'll be doing all of my own cans, kind of keeping it split up that way. So that's kind of what we're doing. Jeff, Nature Nut Photos, that pup even melted whiskey's heart. Nature Nut, we also have our newly adopted senior dog. There we go. Chris James, what is going on, sir? Hey. Glad to have you here. Yeah, we do have the Ford up and running. It is legit. I do need to do a little bit more to it, but we are 1 out of 3 trucks. You know, going towards, I can't even say the word, but yeah, we're getting stuff done, I think. Nature Nut Photos, it was a wild week. We'll leave it at that. Hopefully not a whole lot of accidents and shenanigans. Oh my word. Chris says, I am very late to this party, but at least there was a party to be late to. I actually made it. We're here. We're on the Monday night hangout. That's progress, Daniel. Man, it feels like you gain an inch, you lose a mile. I mean, sometimes. So we're all hanging on, it seems like. Oh my word. I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll here. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Yeah, about even here on a Monday. Cool. Cool. I think that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. On the, if this thing will cooperate. Nope. Okay. Yeah, for Monday night hangout here. Small little progress update on the trucks. I'll still be recording the other videos or other trucks. Smash it all into one video. Not really a how-to video, but just a collage of madness. Should be interesting. So, Chris Chris says, I almost forgot I was sleeping in the undisclosed location. Oh, my word. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience with me. Sometimes I don't know if I'm going there we go. If I'm going live on Sunday nights. And last night I scheduled it for today because I knew I'm not going to be able to do it tonight. So everyone have a great week. Be safe. Jeff, good night, everybody. Jim, God bless everyone, and stay safe. I've seen some recent things, some pictures on some Facebook groups in dumpsters more recently. People having pretty dangerous accidents and things going on. Our safety is not guaranteed. We are not promised tomorrow. We are not guaranteed anything. We don't deserve anything like that. And I don't think sometimes we take, our day-to-day as serious as we should, and be grateful for what we have been given. Our safety, being one of the pretty big ones on the list. But guys, be safe, be careful. I will see you guys later. God bless, guys, and we will see you hopefully on Sunday. God bless.